This is Old Dominion University men's basketball. Tonight, it's the home finale. Sun Belt Conference men's action as the Monarchs play host to the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana. Both teams come in needing this W to try and improve their conference seeding before the postseason tournament down in Pensacola, Florida. Old Dominion 9-18 overall, 5-9 in Sun Belt Conference play. Louisiana is 9-17 this year, 6-7 in the league. Hi, everybody. Ted Alexander and Dennis Wolf celebrating President's Day here courtside as the Monarchs get set to wrap up their home season, Dennis, against a rowdy, raging Cajun bunch.
It's going to be a competitive game, Ted. Both teams need the game to continue an upward trend heading into the playoffs.
Now, what's it going to take to get a W here? Last time out, the Monarchs were really good for 40 minutes against the Panthers of Georgia State. Meanwhile, Louisiana was losing to Coastal Carolina.
Focus, composure, recognizing, it's going to be a game filled with chippy, hard plays and not letting that get you off your game as the game progresses.
Let's get to our starting lineups for tonight's contest. Brought to you by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. For our visitors from Lafayette, Louisiana, and first-year head coach Quantis White, Dorian Finister is a 6'5", 185-pound junior from New Orleans, Louisiana, averaging 14.5 points, a team-high 5 rebounds, and 1.9 assists a game. Jackson Alvera is a 6'5", 190-pound sophomore from Houston, Texas, averaging 11.5 points and 4 rebounds per ball game. Devon Laverne is a 6'3", 170-pound redshirt sophomore from Melville, Louisiana, averaging 10 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. He's also their leading assist man with 3 per ball game. Milan Mejia is a 6'2", 185-pound senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, averaging 4 points and a rebound and a half. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Ragin' Cajuns, Todd Jones Jr., a 6'9", 205-pound sophomore from Boothville, Louisiana, averaging 3 points and just under 4 rebounds a game. For the Monarchs of Old Dominion University and second-year head coach Mike Jones, Casey Shaw, a 6'4", 195-pound senior from Charlotte, averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds per contest. L.J. Thomas, a 6'2", 205-pound senior from Plant City, Florida. He's averaging 11 points, 3.5 rebounds, and a team-high 3.1 assists per game. Cal Swanton Rogers, a 7', 240-pound senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, averaging 8 points and 5 rebounds a game. Jordan Battle, a 6'2", 190-pound senior from Norfolk, Virginia, averaging 13.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Old Dominion, Zach Wiggins, a 6'4", 200-pound freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina, averaging just under 6 points and 2.5 rebounds a game. Again, no Ben Nacy tonight, and no preseason player of the year, Robert Davis Jr., for Old Dominion tonight. Wondering if the crowd will be thin today because of the early 5 o'clock start, because of the rescheduling, or if folks will realize, hey, let's get out early. We've had the day off. Maybe go watch some Monarch hoops.
Well, and it looks like people are streaming in pretty good, Ted. There's, half hour ago, the place was almost totally empty, and now it's, behind us and straight ahead, it's pretty good. And once again, the student section a little light.
Monarchs playing on Saturday, then turning around playing less than 48 hours later. Is that a good thing after you've had a solid performance?
I would say yes to that, Ted. You can't, it's always hard to figure out scientifically, we had an advantage or disadvantage playing Saturday when these guys were off. But at the end of the day, you got to be ready to go. And at this point, there's no looking back and bemoaning the schedule or anything. Just got to play.
All right. If you had to take a pick of all these Ragin' Cajuns that are coming out here, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact on this game?
I think it would be a toss-up for me between Oliveira and Finster. Both of them have been very productive in their last games, and they're both very aggressive offensively trying to make plays.
Do you remember the Bugs Bunny cartoon revolving around Babyface Finster?
I do. I do. We got to ask our listeners if they remember Bugs Bunny.
True. Babyface Finster, the episode was this little baby, but stuff kept happening, and they thought it might be Babyface Finster. Finally, Bugs looks through the keyhole and sees this little baby with the baby's bonnet and its gucker hanging from its mouth with an electric razor shaving itself. Realizing this was not just a baby, it was Babyface Finster, who was much older than he might lead on.
I don't think I've ever had that story described so articulately.
Monarchs will be moving left to right toward downtown Norfolk. The Ragin' Cages will be moving from right to left towards the world's largest naval base. And wherever you may be on this President's Day night, glad to have you along for the final home game of the year, Old Dominion in Louisiana from Chartway Arena. Our tip-off presented by Chicho's. Chicho's has been serving more than pizza since 1968. Visit one of their 9 locations today. Monarchs control the tap and are attacking the bucket to our right. Here's Casey Shaw on the right wing, guarded by Davion Laverne. Now downstairs. Cal's wide open, and Zach Wiggins finds him for the flush.
Smart play, and they took advantage of how aggressively Louisiana plays the ball screen.
2-0 for Old Dominion here in the early going. Mejia. Laverne now to the right elbow. Downstairs, right underneath. Nice look, but a foul is going to be called on Cal as they got the ball quickly to Todd Jones Jr., and Swanton Roger was there to swat it away, but he swatted body too.
Well, and Jones did not have a good game in their last game, Ted. He didn't score. He was in foul trouble, and, you know, you don't want to get him going, and more importantly, you want Cal to stay out of foul trouble.
When Cal can stay on the floor, he is so effective as Jones hits the first. This is a team that shoots 70% from the free throw line. Jones is a 47% shooter, but he makes the first. And the second one toward the bucket to our left is up and good, and it ties the basketball game at 2-2. Just underway, 5 o'clock tip-off for President's Day. Monarchs and Ragin' Cajuns. Full court pressure.
I'm sorry, Ted. Anytime they score, you're going to see them in some type of three-quarter court pressure.
Corner, Zach Wiggins brings it back outside to L.J. Thomas, penetrates to the foul line, left wing. Battle goes into the left-hand corner to Wiggins, dribbles out of there. Chest pass to Casey Shaw at the top, fakes the three, takes it down the right-hand side, burrows his way, has the shot blocked by Jones, and here comes Laverne. A little bit of a force there from KC. Laverne brings the ball back. Here comes the Ragin' Cajuns. Finster, no good. Rebound, KC Shaw. Has Wiggins ahead of the field, but the ball's tapped away from him and stolen by the Ragin' Cajuns. Mejia gets the ball in the front to Olvera. Olvera working the left blocks, spins, turns, and fires from 14 and hits. 4-2, Ragin' Cajuns.
And you can already see, Ted, that these guys are playing way harder than Georgia State did the other day.
Here's LJ driving and dishing to Cal, who flushes down his second dunk of the night to tie the game at 4.
Really unselfish, smart play by LJ.
4-4, 18-15 to play, first half action. Laverne, left-hand side. Mejia. Check, this is Olvera, and his jumper is no good. Nice box out, but they tap the ball over to Laverne in the right-hand corner. Next to possession here for the Ragin' Cajuns. Finister from the right wing buries a three. Dorian Finister shoots 37% from out there, and he's given the Cajuns a 7-4 advantage here early first half. Man-to-man defense from the Ragin' Cajuns. Jordan Battle directing Zach Wiggins away. One bounce pass to Swanton Roger at the top. Hands it off to LJ. LJ picks up the dribble, goes to KC. KC at the left elbow, back to LJ. Right-hand corner, open is Battle. Fakes the three, makes some penetration. Dishes it to Cal. Layup, no good. Rebounds, bounding around, grab ball, falling on heads. It's a scramble on the turf, and we've got a jump ball. That's going to go to Louisiana.
Well, a good job by Cal of getting down and fighting for the ball. You know, one of the things about Zach Wiggins, Ted, that has impressed me throughout the years, you know, he's like one of those hockey assist guys where he's willing to make a pass that's going to lead to another guy getting the assist, and that's made the Monarchs better offensively.
Donovan Raymond into the lineup for Cal Swanton Rogers. The Monarchs go zone here against the Ragin' Cajuns. Louisiana leading at 7-4 with 17:15 to play in the first half. Finister dribbles to the left wing. Mejia at the top right-hand side. Olvera puts it on the deck, and again the 14-footer, and he gets it to fall again. His second field goal, and it's 9-4 Louisiana.
Olvera can score, Ted. When he was at Pepperdine last year, he had 27 points against Gonzaga in the game, and you know that's not an easy number to get.
They can play some defense, those Zags. And here's Thomas to the left, foul line extended, turns, Push pass, battle right-hand side, steps inside the three-point line, then dribbles back into the right-hand corner, brings it back outside to KC. 7 to shoot. Shaw going to work on Mejia, pulls up for the long jumper, and that's good. It's a long 2 for KC Shaw. His first bucket brings the Monarchs to within 9-6.
I think he shoots that pull-up jumper as well as anyone in college basketball, Ted.
Love it when he steps inside the line. Very effective there, not so much when he's beyond it. Here's Laverne. Right-hand side, Finister into the corner, gets the pass back. Now Laverne at the top with a quick ball movement. Guarded man-to-man by KC Shaw. Finister sets a screen. We got a foul that's going to go against LJ, pushing Finister. 16-15 to go in our first half. Mejia out. Into the ball game is Karis Bilal for Louisiana. 9-6 Cajuns leading here in the early going. Louisiana 6-7 in Sun Belt Conference play. Old Dominion 5-9.
And what the Monarchs have been doing is they've been showing the zone, and then when they get a cutter going through, Ted, it looks like they then go man-to-man, which has really kind of slowed Louisiana down a little bit.
Laverne with the basketball in front of Jordan Battle. It's the ball now to Alvera. Alvera into the right-hand corner, faking the three. Into the ball game was Ratliff. Kyron Ratliff goes back to Finister. 7 to shoot down the right-hand side. Leaning in, layup good. Strong move from Dorian Finister. He's got 5, and the lead is 11-6. 15:53 to go in our first half. Shaw into the front court, guarded tightly by Bilal. Hands it off to Jordan Battle. Battle gets a screen from Raymond, who rolls to the hoop. They go into the left-hand corner. Wiggins brings it back to LJ. Thomas stops and starts, gets into the inside to the paint. The running one-hander, no good. And the rebound comes down to Laverne of Louisiana. Step in three, Alvera. Good. Oh, my. He's on fire with 7 in the early going. And with 15:20 to go in the half, it's 14-6. Louisiana off to a good start here in Norfolk. KC Shaw, right-hand side. Nothing's come easy for the Monarchs. Dennis said this team would come out a little hungrier than the Panthers of Georgia State, and they have. But they've been eating well so far. Here's a turnaround jumper. Good from KC Shaw. He's hit his last 2, and it's 14-8. Laverne looks over his right shoulder. Quantus White calls out the offense. Laverne goes to Bilal on the left side. Back to Laverne at the top. Gets a screen. Finds his way to the elbow. The jump shot from there is off the back of the iron. Rebound. Back tap to Laverne. Quickly to Finister on the right side. His 3 is short. Rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Ragin' Cajuns. Laverne looking at his coach. Now looking for someone to pass it to, and he backs it up. 13 to shoot for the Ragin' Cajuns out of Lafayette. Here comes Alvera spinning in the lane to a layup that's good. He's got 9 in the early going. It's 16-8. Louisiana.
And the offensive rebounding has been really hurting the Monarchs to start this game, Ted.
No doubt about it. They had a commanding rebounding advantage against Georgia State. Here's a looping pass to Battle right in front of the Louisiana bench. He gathers it in, puts it on the deck, pushes it to the right-hand side. Here's Wiggins for 3. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Ragin' Cajuns. Ratliff, and here comes Louisiana. Finister with the basketball. Hands the ball off to Laverne. To Ratliff, back to Laverne, down the right-hand side, gets tripped up, and a late call right there, and it's going to be a foul against Old Dominion. Monarchs have 3 team fouls, Ragin' Cajuns none as we get to our first timeout. 13:50 to go in our first half. In the early going, the Ragin' Cajuns out of Louisiana are off to a solid start. They lead Old Dominion 16-8. Now this from Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi, now that's what I like.
Clear. That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Ashley has your ultimate game plan to bring home the style and comfort and create your perfect space to entertain this season. Score big savings on everything for your home with hundreds of styles in stock and ready for delivery from Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Shop all 6 Ashley in the new Ashley outlets in Hampton Roads and start saving big today.
Life gets hectic, but with Bon Secours, It's never been easier to stay engaged in your healthcare your way.
Yep, I've got it.
Thank you.
I'll do
Good
it.
job last game.
For you,
Yep.
one that depends on you. Through MyChart, you can now schedule and get access to care whenever, wherever, and however you need it. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you. Connect with Bon Secours on
10 seconds.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
13:50 to go in our first half here at Chartway Arena. Louisiana off to a 16-8 lead. Time now for Dennis Wolf and his Food for Thought, brought to you by Food Line. Dennis, what do you think of that first segment?
Well, Louisiana came out the way I thought they would, and they really are focused. And so far, they've carried the action. It's, the Monarchs are being out-rebounded 7-1, and we've given up 3 offensive rebounds, and that has not been a recipe for us throughout the season that has borne fruit for us at the end.
Food for Thought from Dennis Wolf, presented by Food Line. 13:50 to go, and it'll be free throws as we come back to action with Devion Laverne on the line. He's a 75% free throw shooter. He'll get 2 shots out of the deal. First one's no good. Monarchs, as Dennis mentioned, out-rebounded 7-1. They're 4 for 8 from the field. Louisiana 6 for 10. Louisiana 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. Monarchs have missed their 1 shot from deep. Laverne makes good on the second free throw, and it's a 17-8 ball game. Largest lead of the half is right now. Who's going to work for the basketball? Scotty Hubbard does. Is into the ball game along with L.J. Thomas, Jordan Battle, Jared Turner, and Cal Swanton-Roger. Swanton-Roger with 1 foul stands at the top of the circle. L.J. double team. Now he gets the ball to Turner. Right-hand side, Battle. Battle puts the ball on the deck, gets the right elbow, turns and spins and brings it back outside to Turner. Turner back to Battle. 10 to shoot for Old Dominion. They go downstairs, and Cal has his 3rd dunk of the half.
A great entry pass, and Tyler did a good job of sealing his man off.
Good point there. The ceiling was the key there. 17-10. Monarchs down 7 with 13:15 to go in the half. Laverne against Jordan Battle's man-to-man. Right-hand corner. Olvera, little baseline jumper. No good. Rebound off Turner. Comes to Scotty Hubbard. Hubbard with the basketball. Brings it to the front court. Monarchs moving from left to right. Hands the ball back to L.J. Thomas. L.J. penetrates. Back to Cal. Cal puts his head down. Takes it to the hole. Layup, no, but he's been fouled by Ratliff. And finally a foul is called on our visitors from Lafayette.
Really nice play. Cal got pressured and swept it through and got right to the rim.
The rest of the week looks like this for Old Dominion. Tomorrow we'll get the Keeping Up with the Joneses ODU Basketball Coaches Show at the Recovery Sports Grill in the Spring Hill Suites on campus here in Norfolk. That'll be gathering at 6 o'clock, airing at 7 o'clock as Cal misses the first. Then the Monarchs are off to Hattiesburg, Mississippi Friday for a game against the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss Saturday afternoon. Then it's off to Huntington for a game Tuesday against Marshall's Thundering Herd. Then they'll wrap up the season at Georgia State. Drew McKenna off the bench. He'll come in at the next dead ball as Cal Swanton-Roger gets 1 more. He swishes that when he's got 7 points. Casey Shaw has the other 4. The Monarchs trail 17-11 with 12:58 to play in the half. So it's Shaw, Hubbard, Thomas, Turner, and McKenna defending the goal to our left. Into the front court, Mejia for 3. That hits nothing. And Jared Turner, a nice job boxing out the Raging Cajuns to keep them from getting that rebound. Darius Woodson had his eye on that carom, but Turner said no. So full court pressure. Crisp passing, desire to get to the basketball. And they inbound that one to KC Shaw.
They're just a pain in the neck, Ted. They're up on you, every backcourt possession, and they're going to make you earn your baskets.
Here's Shaw with the basketball. Cross-court pass to L.J. Thomas. Asks for a screen from Turner. Rolls past it on the left. Tries to spin. Knocked away. Here's Turner. Doesn't take the 3. He's going to need space for that. Goes to McKenna. McKenna puts the ball on the deck. He's going to fire this. And no, he passes it to KC Shaw. KC with 4 to shoot. Takes it down the left-hand side. Gets into the paint. Throws it up with the right hand. Hits the rim. No good. And that's not a good possession for Old Dominion as the Cajuns and Finister come out with the basketball into the front court. Foul line Finister. Brings it back to Woodson. Now to Finister. Finister guarded by Jared Turner. Looking right, looking left, decides to go between his legs, down the right side, into the paint he goes. Ball, one bounce pass, thrown up, no good. With the shot there is Todd Jones. We've got a whistle against the Raging Cajuns.
And that was a good job by Scotty Hubbard. He held his ground, and Jones elbowed him to try to get an advantage there.
First personal foul on Todd Jones. Swanton Roger out. LJ Thomas out. Battle, Hubbard, Shaw, Turner, and McKenna. Working against this full court Louisiana pressure. 17-11, just under 12 minutes to go. First half action from Chartway Arena. Raging Cajuns have the lead. Here's Battle. Crosses over. Picks up the dribble. Now to McKenna on the right-hand side. Drew McKenna back to Jordan. Battle to McKenna. We've got a foul that's going to go against, I think, Finster. It'll be his first personal foul, and that'll bring us to a timeout. 11:45 to play. First half action from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Louisiana 17, Old Dominion 11 on the ODU Sports Network.
ODU fans,
Clear.
lender challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 72043, NMLSconsumeraccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Hey Monarch fans, if your game plan for this season includes buying or selling a home, we have you covered. Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Howard Hanna is the #1 family-owned and operated real estate company in the United States with 20 offices and over 700 sales associates.
Sounds good.
Howard Hanna delivers a winning strategy to help make your home ownership dreams a reality. Make your next move with confidence with our exclusive 100% money back guarantee. Get in the game with Howard Hanna. We'll get you more.
At Chartway, we're not just
Well,
about the
I
dollars
don't
and
know any of
cents.
them individually,
We're about
but how would you like
dreams,
me to say
diplomas,
hello
and
to
making our communities
streaming
shine.
audience?
And we've got the
Well,
numbers to back
a
it
little
up.
more sincerity
Over
would be just a
$17
place
million
to
to
start.
be
I'm
exact.
so happy to
Because
see
of
you
our
all with us
members,
today.
No,
we've supported
just
scholarships,
doesn't mean it.
financial
Just doesn't mean
wellness, children
You
in
don't
need,
know
and
that,
so
you can't
much
read my
more.
mind.
Because it's never been about banking. It's
What a
about
tale of
giving
my
our
thoughts.
members and our community
Just
every
like a
opportunity.
paperback
10 seconds.
novel, the time the
join us,
drugstore sells.
and let's
The
shine
time the
together.
drugstore sells.
This is your flagship home for the
Gordon
ODU
Langford.
Sports
Pretty good.
Network,
Coming back.
Thank you.
94.1.
That lady is sneaking up for us from a different
The
location.
men's basketball season is presented by Bon Secours. With Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your health care your way. Bon Secours, primary specialty in emergency care for the universe of you. What were you saying about these stat people here, Dennis?
She snuck up from a different angle, Ted, which is,
It can be rather unnerving.
I found it a little intrusive, to be honest with you. I should be given a heads up.
All right, well, we'll get a strongly worded memo off. All right, Monarch basketball down 17-11. Here's LJ Thomas down the right-hand side. No one picks him up. He lays it in, and he's fouled. How about that from LJ? A stroll in the park turns into a and-one opportunity.
Well, he's shown consistently his ability to score on traffic, Ted, and that was really the first possession where either him or KC were able to turn the corner off a handoff or a ball screen.
Alvera picks up his first personal foul. LJ on the line trying to cut this Raging Cajun lead to 3. And he does. 7 points for Cal Swanton Roger, 4 for KC Shaw, 3 for LJ Thomas, and it's a 17-14 Louisiana lead. Todd Jones gets it to Finster at the right elbow. Back to Jones, and his layup is no good. Good defense from Cal, no whistle. Here's LJ in the front court as the Monarchs move from left to right. Right-hand side, here's Battle lacing up a 3, and that's in and out and in! Jordan Battle, yes, no, maybe, yes, for his first points of the night. So the game is tied at 17.
LJ Thomas not going too far and knowing where he had Jordan spotting up.
Woodson now to Alvera, guarded by Jared Turner, gets a screen from Jones. Foul line extended left-hand side to Finister. Finister backs it out between the circles. 8 to shoot for Louisiana. Now Casey Shaw's there. Finister gets to the right elbow, rises and fires and hits.
Finister is a good player, Ted. He's got good size.
Transfer from Sam Houston has given the Cajuns a 19-17 lead. Here's Shaw to Battle. He'll fire another three, and he'll hit another three. 2 for his last 2 for Jordan Battle. And the Monarchs jump in front 20-19 with 10:28 to play in the half.
And that one upset the Louisiana bench because they wanted them to make Jordan put the ball on the ground.
Olvera with a Jones screen gets to the foul line. Now the elbow. No one picks him up, and he takes the jumper and buries it. You'd think you might want to find the guy who already has 9, now 11 points, but he gets an open jumper, and it's 21-20 Louisiana.
You know, the Monarchs are in that drop coverage. And
well, they certainly dropped the coverage. Here's Thomas working against Bilal. Hands the ball to Casey, who gets a screen from Cal. Left-hand side, Battle will try another three. No, but he's fouled to go to the line for 3. Quantus White can't believe it. Thought he kicked his foot out, Kobe style, but the officials have whistled that, and it'll be 3 free throws for Jordan Battle. Sidney Cohen, Tony Dawkins, Kyle Lucky, our officiating crew here in Norfolk tonight for this rescheduled battle, originally set for January 24th. But snows and the need to get your opponent home safely caused the postponement, and that's why we're here on President's Day. Battle to the line. His team down 1. First one's good.
You know, I thought I have here, Ted, and this is probably goes along with how much they foul. There's been a lot of complaining from the Louisiana bench on almost every call, which is trying to work the officials because they're going to play physically and they're trying to get as many calls as they can get.
Second one is good for Jordan Battle, who's scored 8 quick points for the Monarchs. Donovan Raymond in, Cal Swanton Roger out. It's got to be very touchy for Mike Jones. When do you bring the big fella out? You want to keep him out of foul trouble. He's got just 1 at this point, but you want to keep him as effective as possible because he's also got 7 points.
Well, and you don't want to break his rhythm totally, Ted. And he not only the 7 points, but he's barred them down there on the defensive end a number of times.
Third free throw, no good for Jordan Battle. Monarchs have a 22-21 lead. 9:45 to go. First half action from Chartway Arena. All right, here's Laverne. Gets the ball to Olvera, who's been cooking with gas. He is at the foul line, brings the ball back to his teammate, Woodson. Woodson to Bilal. The 3 is no good. Nice contested rebound from Jared Turner. Now it's Battle to KC Shaw. Shaw, top of the circle. He's going to get a screen from Turner. Goes past the screen. Olvera meets him. 1 bounce. What a look for Donovan Raymond from his kneecaps. KC Shaw finds Raymond for the flush.
Bad mistake by Louisiana helping up from the baseline, Ted, and KC with a great job of finding Donovan.
24-21, and Olvera is going to say, let's call for time, and he does just that with 9:08 to go in the half. Monarchs have made 4 of their last 4 shots and turned a 9-point deficit into a 4-point lead. In terms of rebounding, it was 7-1 Louisiana, now 9-5 in favor of our visitors from Lafayette. Monarch basketball presented in part by Under Armour. Under Armour proud to outfit ODU basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here at Chartway Arena for the final time in 25-26. Jack Lowe back in our Monarch Game Day studios. And Dennis, got to take advantage of the home cooking.
Well, and a little bit of a slow start, but this mid-segment here of the start of the first half has been all Monarchs.
Monarchs shooting 64% from the field. They're 9 for 14. The Cajuns have cooled off a bit. They are 8 for 16, which is 50%.
And good plays by every one of the perimeter guys. LJ, Jordan, Casey. Unselfish, smart plays.
Louisiana, the black uniforms, the red Louisiana across the front, red names on the back, horrible uniforms. You can barely read them, even close up. But the game goes on with Laverne at the top of the circle, working against Scotty Hubbard. Down to the elbow, into the right-hand corner, Bilal. Bilal steps back, takes a long 2, and that's no good. Rebound, Scotty Hubbard of Old Dominion. Outlet pass, Jordan Battle. Battle back to Hubbard. They're into the front court to our right, leading by 3. Dribble handoff to Battle, now left-hand side, L.J. Thomas. Thomas goes to Battle, snap pass to Shaw. He's in the middle of the floor, and he goes up and gets hammered, and he goes down hard, and he'll go to the line for 2. Thought about can't believe he's going to even try this tomahawk slam from the middle of the paint, but he got blasted on his way to accomplishing that mission to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he was absolutely too far away from the basket to make that successful, but then Louisiana fouled him, Ted, so we'll get foul shots out of it.
Jeremiah Evans, the 6'10 sophomore from Shreveport, did the fouling, and with 8:42 to go until halftime, Casey Shaw is on the line for Old Dominion.
You know, and Bilal is an interesting guy for them, Ted. He redshirted last year at Vanderbilt, so they, you know, he was looked at as an SEC type recruit, but he has really struggled offensively for them the whole year.
First free throw from KC is good. He's got 5 points. Jordan Battle 8, Cal Swanton Rogers 7, KC Shaw 5, LJ Thomas 3. That's the scoring for the Monarchs, who lead at 25-21 with 8:42 to go in the half. Second one from KC Shaw is good. But this is the Monarchs' biggest lead of the half, 26-21. See if we can get to intermission with a 5-point or better lead. Laverne into the front court, crosses over on Battle, gets a half a step on him, takes the elbow jump shot. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound to a soaring KC Shaw. Shaw brings the ball into the front court. One bounce pass to LJ Thomas. Thomas, a screen from Donovan Raymond. Now he gets the ball to the top. Left-hand side, Battle. Wide open, 3. No good. Almost 2 open right there, and Donovan Raymond went over the back for his first personal foul.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, Ted? He's made 2 threes, and that was the one that he was most open.
Milan Mejia back into the ball game. He's the 6'2 senior.
And with both Alvera and Finster out right now, Ted, this is a team that's offensively challenged, in my opinion, for Louisiana.
Laverne hands it to Mejia. Mejia back to Laverne. They just do the weave between the circles. Now Jones sets a screen. Laverne runs into his own guy. Back to Mejia. 15 to shoot. Right side Laverne. Nothing going on offensively. Can the Monarchs defense hold up? Here's Laverne versus Casey Shaw. Spins in the lane. Throws it up. Swatted by LJ Thomas. Oh, good block from behind LJ. He's got the basketball now in the front court. LJ spins, finds some space, takes it to the hole, lays it up, and misses the layup. Oh, my. Mejia, the rebound. His pass is deflected out of bounds. Great play on the sideline over there by the fan. But it's Louisiana basketball.
And I was watching, you know, after what happened Saturday, and your cat-like quickness, you almost stole it from the fan.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm here to protect you. Oh, we've got a timeout, don't we? 7:41 to go. We'll bask in the glow of more great saving of Dennis Wolf's life defense. But the Monarchs lead at 26-21, and we'll continue with whatever this is in a moment on the ODU Sports Network. That's
Clear.
to improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's. Where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing. A 3-day money-back guarantee and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge.
10 seconds.
Where winners buy.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Hey, you've got to listen up to this one because it's been in force the last couple of games. The McDonald's Buckets for Nuggets promotion. If ODU hits 6 3-pointers in today's game, everybody in attendance and everybody listening gets 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do is download the McDonald's app to redeem. Everybody's got that already. Keep listening during tonight's game to see if you win Georgia State, Monarchs had 7 3-pointers, so everybody won that day. And today, they are 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. So buckle up and get ready to win with the McDonald's Buckets for Nuggets promotion.
And if they keep being as unselfish as they are right now, Ted, they're going to easily win that promotion for all the fans.
How about 6 assists on 9 made buckets? So it's Jordan Battle, L.J. Thomas, Scotty Hubbard, Cal Swanton-Roger, and Zach Wiggins defending the goal to our left. Laverne with the basketball, moving into the front court. Monarchs in their gray uniforms, Old Dominion, the number on the front, just the numbers on the back. Meanwhile, working the baseline is Evans. Evans, right-hand side. Here's a lefty three that's off the iron. Long rebound. Laverne nudges it over to his teammate, Michael Collins, and it's another possession. Laverne on the right-hand side brings it out. Mejia back to Collins. Collins top of the circle, picked up by Battle. Goes to the left-hand wing. A lot of dribbling from Michael Collins. One bounce. This is the baseline guy. Evans at 6'10", goes over Cal and hits the jump hook.
You know, and he played well against us last year, Ted, but it hasn't done much so far this year. Offensive rebound has hurt us so far in this first half.
26-23, Old Dominion leads. 6:52 to play in our first half. Here's Cal on the left-hand side, and the baseline cut off there and throws the ball almost away, but it comes to Wiggins. Wiggins his way to the hole, double pumping layup, swatted out of bounds by Evans. Monarchs get the basketball with 8 to shoot.
That was an incredible lucky pass Cal just had out of traffic, Ted.
Yeah. Can the Monarchs take advantage with a short shot clock here? L.J. Thomas will inbound halfway between the basket and the right-hand corner. Meanwhile, Jared Turner's coming in for Scotty Hubbard. And the 6'9" Todd Jones Jr. will wave his arms, making the inbounds pass a little bit more difficult to execute.
And I would think with the short clock, Ted, if the ball comes to Jared, he'll try to get a quick shot off.
Jones knocks the first attempt to loop it into Cal out of bounds with ease. So right now, LJ's deep in the right-hand corner.
And it's a tough spot to inbound the ball there, Ted.
Then to see it, we can only see shoulders up. A lot of heads in the way. Differing hairstyles, outfits, etc. But all the back of the heads. LJ, one bounce to Cal. Hands it back to LJ. Thomas to the foul line. Now down the left-hand side. Spins the lane. Turns, fades, fires, and misses. Get it off in time, but not the best shot. Here comes Collins into the front court for Louisiana. Down 26-23. They led by as many as 9 this half. Collins has the shot swatted by Turner. Comes down to Wiggins. Wiggins to Battle. He's into the front court on the right-hand side. Jordan Battle waiting for trailers. Now goes to Cal. Cal's in the paint. Gets downstairs, and we've got a whistle, and it'll go out of bounds off the Monarchs.
And that's a tough one, Ted, because I think all he needed to do was go straight up. He was going to get fouled, and when he kind of double clutched it.
Goes out off Swanton-Roger. So with 6:14 to go in the half, it'll be Louisiana basketball.
You know, and Finch is going to be out for the rest of this half, Ted, with 2 fouls, which is Monarchs need to really take advantage of that.
Laverne with the basketball against Jordan Battle. Layup, no good from Olvera. Monarchs come away with the basketball. Here's Battle quickly in the front court, right-hand corner. Here's Turner. He catches and he fires and he misses the 3. Didn't have full control of that one. Rebound comes down to Darius Woodson. Gets the ball to Olvera, left-hand wing area. Still dribbling, uses a screen from Jones, goes to Todd. Todd spins. Good defense from Jared Turner. Olvera has the basketball now in the low blocks, brings it back outside to Laverne with 13 to shoot. Laverne gets past Battle, past Turner, takes her to the hole, double pumpers, swatted, and we've got a foul late call.
And the guy that called it, Ted, had no angle. He's over in front of the Old Dominion bench. How he could see the contact is beyond me.
Mike Jones can't believe that one. First on Turner, and it'll be Davion Laverne going to the stripe where he's 1 for 2 today. 5:28 to go in the half. Monarchs by 3. They trail by as many as 9, led by as many as 5, and the first foul shot bricks out. He'll get one more. Davion Laverne, a 6'3" redshirt sophomore from Melville, Louisiana. Leads the team in assists. He's got 2 helpers so far as he gets ready for the second of 2 free throws. This one is good. So he's 2 for 4 from the stripe for his 2 points, and he's brought his team to within 26-24. 5:24 to go in the half. LJ against Laverne's man-to-man defense.
And it looks like they're in a little bit of a 3-2 matchup zone right here, Ted.
Working the perimeter, right-hand corner. Wiggins catches and fires and misses the three. Long rebound comes down to Bilal, 3-on-2. Scoops it left-hand side. Alvera doesn't fire over Wiggins. Everybody else catches up defensively. Alvera tries to penetrate, can't do it, goes to Bilal. Bilal against into the corner. Alvera, here's a three. No good. Offside rebound, grabbed by Cal and tipped over to LJ. Outlet pass, left-hand side to KC Shaw. KC gets past Mejia. Double pumping layup. Good. 28-24, Old Dominion, 4:40 to play in the first. Monarchs shooting 45%, 1 for their last 8. Louisiana 1 for their last 9 from the field. They're down to 38%. Here's Laverne from the left elbow. That shot's good.
You know, and that's that drop coverage again, Ted, with Cal being back in the lane. The guy has a free throw line jumper.
Here's a pass to Battle right in front of us. Alley-oop to Cal from Battle. Works to perfection. Oh, Swanton Roger with another flush. He's got 9, and the lead is 30-26.
And the guards have done a great job of keeping their head up and looking down toward the basket when they're getting trapped.
Mejia brings it to Bilal between the circles. Left-hand side, Laverne as we go under 4 minutes. Monarchs by 4. In the corner, Bilal wide open. 3 is too strong. Rebound offside to Zach Wiggins. Gets the ball to LJ Thomas. Thomas racing down the left side, spins the lane, forgets the basketball. Jones comes up with it, and LJ commits a stupid foul.
He compounds the turnover, Ted, by reaching and fouling.
And the Monarchs, I believe, are now going to be either at or over the foul limit. We've got a timeout on the floor. 3:46 to play in the half. Old Dominion down at 1 point by 9 in this first half. Now leads 30-26 on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU,
Clear.
your degree is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education for where you are and where you want to go. For your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
You're happy with the way the real estate is laid out this time.
Well,
sometimes
at
you
the Fish and Pig, they have the finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food,
you've got acres
great
in
drinks,
marshland
and
that you
always
build
a
on
great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
The whole thing, but you can build on some of it.
I'm just putting gravel down.
Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spinal scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary.
Wow.
As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists,
10 seconds.
for Old Dominion University.
This is your flagship
Great play
home
by
for the
you.
ODU
Great
Sports
play.
Network. Sports
That's a good
Radio
play.
94.
Coming back.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Spring Hill Suites. Make your next ODU visit unforgettable at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. It's the only hotel right on campus. And guests enjoy exclusive alumni breakfasts and family discounts, complimentary breakfasts, and on-site dining at the Monarch Recovery Sports Grill. That's the home of the Keeping Up with the Joneses ODU Basketball Coaches Show. For group bookings, event space, or special ODU weekends, call Spring Hill Suites at 757-423-4100. Ask for Naomi in sales, and we'll be at the Recovery Sports Grill tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, for the Keeping Up with the Joneses Coaches Show. Had to reschedule it because we can't be doing a Coaches Show right now because we're doing an actual game that was rescheduled for January 24th. So we'll be there tomorrow night with Mike Jones and Delisha Milton-Jones at Spring Hill Suites in the Recovery Sports Grill. Monarchs lead at 30-26, 3.5 to go in the half. Louisiana battling, attacking the bucket to our left. Laverne, left-hand side, Alvera versus KC Shaw's man-to-man defense. Gets in the paint, loops it back to the wing to Laverne, fakes the 3, jab step, now takes the long 2, no good. Rebound comes to Jared Turner.
And Jared did a good job of contesting that, Ted.
Into the front court come the Monarchs and KC Shaw on the left-hand side. Backing in, using his bulk into the paint, turns and fires and hits.
Casey gets in there and get his shoulders square, Ted, and has a size advantage.
6'4",
tough on the other
195.
guard.
You're right. 32-26, under 3 to play in the half. Here's Laverne. Uses the screen from Jones to get to the left elbow, drives down the left-hand side, loses balance, almost throws the ball away, throws it right toward us. Did they save it? Yes, they did. Nice play by Olvera to keep the possession alive, but this time he's going to lose it. That's over and back. That's a TO, Monarch basketball. One of those possessions that was destined for failure.
Doomed from the start.
Good defense by the Monarchs. 2:40 to go in the half. They lead it 32-26.
And this is a segment here, Ted, where the Monarchs really got to continue to play well and get a good shot on every possession.
Here's Battle. Stops, pops, 3 doesn't drop. Rebound batted around, taken by Jones. Maybe you can get better than that. Here's Olvera into the front court. Just to the middle, foul line. Stops at the elbow and jumps and misses. Rebound Bilal, and he puts it back up and hits nothing. Tipped away from Jones, comes to Mejia. Loose ball goes to the Raging Cajuns there. Here's Olvera with 13 to shoot. Spins on KC, spins the other way, puts it up with the right hand and in. That's a tough play from Jackson Olvera.
Well, and way too many offensive rebounds. Bilal shoots an air ball. Laverne keeps it alive. They had 2 offensive rebounds on that possession.
13 points for Jackson Olvera. He's keeping his team in it. 32-28 Monarchs with 1:52 to play in the half. They've got the basketball in the lead. Here's KC down the right side. Ball tapped away. Turnover, Old Dominion. Mei has it to Bilal on the right-hand side. We've got a whistle and a double dribble called on the Raging Cajuns. And Quantas White just shakes his head over on the far sideline going, you got to be kidding me.
Well, Bilal wasn't ready when the ball was initially passed to him, Ted. And then when he caught it, he dribbled, picked it up, and went again.
And Mike Jones is going to take his time out with 1:46 to play. Monarch fans, Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Monarchs make in today's game, Food Line will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. Thus far, the Monarchs are 6 for 8 from the foul line. So at least 600 meals will be donated to a local area food bank today via the Food Line Score to Give More program.
Ted, one thing we should comment on is as the game has gone along, the crowd has filled in nicely, including the students to some degree.
To some degree. I mean, what else are the students doing? They have the day off. Get all the homework done during the day, come to the ball game.
Studying. I mean, I think.
All right. And if all of them are studying, I will grant them that pass.
Okay.
If they aren't, I'll see you in my office. I'll see you at 3. I remember the elementary school's teacher saying that time and time. I'll see you at 3. It's like they're throwing a flag. No! Detention.
You were often told to see you in detention, Ted.
I once got detention when I wadded up a piece of paper. I used to take jumpers into the thing. They said, if you miss, you've got detention. So I took the jumper and missed. Right-hand side, this is Zach Wiggins with the basketball to KC Shaw at the top, looping it down to Cal. Great pass. Cal gets hacked. And hopefully they'll give him 2 shots out of that with 1.5 minutes to go.
Well, I think it's going to be on the floor, Ted, but at the same time, the Monarchs were patient and took advantage of the mismatch.
Olvera will pick up his second personal foul, and as the game's leading scorer, that's not a good thing for them.
Right, and both their guys, their 2 main offensive guys, are going to end this half with 2 fouls, Ted.
Is this a 1-and-1? Because it's the 17th foul against the Raging Cajuns. Is this 1-and-1 or is it 2 shots?
I thought it was a 1-and-1 initially.
No, they'll take it off to Olvera and give the foul to Mejia. That's his first, so forget what we said about the second foul. Cal's going to go to the line. First one is up and no good. Front end of the 1-and-1. Bilal soars over Turner for the rebound. 1:25 to go in the half. 32-28 Old Dominion. There's a pass, deflected and stolen by Battle. Battle ahead of the field, layup, good.
Great hustle by Jordan.
He's got 10, and the Monarchs lead at 34-28. 70 seconds to play until intermission here at Chartway Arena, the home finale. Laverne has the basketball right now. What's he going to do with it? In front of KC Shaw. Goes to Olvera with Cal in front of him. Where's the mismatch? That's what they're wondering. They take it Olvera all the way to the hole, and Cal's going to pick up his second personal foul. I hate that.
Well, and again, it was almost like the ref was waiting to make that call. Cal was out of position, Ted, but it didn't look like he fouled him.
And that's the 17th foul against Old Dominion. So Jackson Olvera a 68% free throw shooter, will go to the line for the first time with a 1-and-1. Are they going to give him 2 on this? Makes the first one anyway. He's got a game-high 14 points, and it's 34-29 Monarchs with 55.7 seconds to go. That's the second personal foul on Cal Swanton Roger. L.J. Thomas also with 2 personals for ODU. One more for Jackson Olvera. Transfer from Pepperdine, Houston, Texas native. Up with the right hand and good. Olvera with 15, 7 for Finister, 4 for Laverne, 2 apiece for Evans and Jones. Shaw, Hubbard with the basketball, Battle, Turner, and McKenna with the basketball. But it goes off his face and out of bounds. It'll be Monarch basketball. Drew's got to be ready for those passes.
Well, in a situation you talked about on Saturday, Ted, he's trying to do something before he's actually caught the ball.
And he'll come out in favor of Donovan Raymond. And the Monarchs will inbound from side court. Scotty Hubbard will do the honors. He's in the corner. Again, Jones will try and inhibit his pathway. One bounce into Donovan Raymond deep on the right wing. One dribble, almost bumbles it, picks it up, goes back to Hubbard. Hubbard finds Casey Shaw, 14 to shoot. Shaw going to work against Mejia. Turns and fades and fires. That's in and out, no good. Bit of a force right there. Now here's Olvera racing in front. 1 second differential, shot clock to game clock. Bilal throws it up. Oh, that's going to be a block, and they're going to say score the goal on Raymond.
Oh,
mistakes after mistake.
That ball had no chance of going in, Ted.
See, the foul is going to be on Battle, I believe. And Donovan Raymond swatted it off. It's just a horrible play. Yeesh. Bilal's on the board with a thank you very much goaltend, and he'll go to the line for the and one.
You know, and he's playing hard, Ted, for them, but he's really not a threat offensively. We bail him out by fouling him in any of his attempts.
His free throw is good. So a free 3 for Bilal and Louisiana, and it's a 1-point Old Dominion lead. Shot clock off, 27.5 to play until halftime.
And one of the things the Monarchs, I'm sorry, Ted, that they got to be careful of here. Cal's in with 2 fouls.
See, that's disaster waiting to happen. One bounce comes into L.J. Thomas. He's got 2 fouls as well. Guarded three-quarter court by Laverne. Into the front court comes L.J. L.J. looks over his left shoulder, his head coach, Mike Jones. Then he reads his wristband like Tom Brady would for a Bill Belichick call or a Josh McDaniels call. Still yo-yoing the dribble. 10 seconds to play in the half. L.J. drifts to the right side, goes behind his back. Takes Olvera to the right elbow. Down the lane he goes. He finds some space. Shot blocked. Comes down, and there is a foul on Cal Swanton Roger. Monarchs being idiotic in the last minute and a half of this half. And we'll walk to the other end with 2.1 seconds to go. Miserable end of the half for Old Dominion.
And I hope I'm wrong, Ted, that sequence doesn't
cost us the ball game.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable. Too much dribbling, a block shot that didn't have a shot, and Cal picks up his third. And why he was out there, I think you can question that, Dennis.
Yeah, I would have let him finish the half on the bench, Ted, but
first free throw is no good. Monarchs have the ball, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Yikes. 34-33 Old Dominion. Yikes. Monarchs trailed by as many as 9, and they go to the locker room leading by 1. And we're joined by Ryan Nadeau. Coach, that third foul, help me through it, please.
Just wasn't a very smart play. We got to move on to the next one, though. He'll be fine.
What'd you like about the first 20 minutes?
We responded to their physicality after the first 8 minutes. They had 16 points, I think, in 8 minutes, and then we responded from there.
And the key message for the halftime?
Keep being physical, keep rebounding, and we have to win the 50-50 battle.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. That's Ryan Nadeau with our view from the bench. It's halftime at Chartway Arena. Old Dominion 34, Louisiana 33. This is the ODU Sports Network.
Monarch basketball
Clear.
work is presented by Team Monarch Partners. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go. ODU Global. Coming up at halftime, analysis and stats from the first half, plus out-of-town scores and more. The Monarch Basketball Halftime Report is next on the ODU Sports Network.
10 seconds.
Monarch Basketball Halftime Report. Let's go back to the arena and rejoin the voice of the Monarchs, Ted Alexander.
20 minutes in the books in this home finale. Old Dominion leading Louisiana's Ragin' Cajuns 34-33. We'll see if that keeping Cal Swanton Roger in, him picking up the third foul, comes back to haunt Monarch Nation. But Dennis, the team, as assistant coach Ryan Nadeau just said, played much better defense after the first 8 minutes.
Well, it was a slow start. Louisiana was playing very well. The Monarchs took control, and there was just a number of plays in the last 2 minutes that they would probably like to have back.
So what's your message to the guys at halftime?
Well, I think the message is we knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. This team is going to play for 40 minutes. You guys have to be smart on every possession. You can't have a play like Cal picking up his third or a really tough shot that's going to take you out. Keep working the ball and put pressure on their defense. And, unfortunately, we'll have to see how they're going to handle Cal. We had a big advantage in the 5 spot that without him we don't have.
34-33, Old Dominion leads at halftime. Coming up on the Monarch Basketball Halftime Report, we'll get stats to you. Jack Lowe will get some scores to you. But right now, let's just take a couple of moments to enjoy the Shark City Drum Line live at Chartway Arena here in Norfolk. If you aren't bobbing your head to that, you need to go see somebody about it. Halftime, Old Dominion 34, Louisiana 33. This is the ODU Sports Network.
At Chartway, we're not just
clear
and cents. We're about dreams, diplomas, and making our community shine. And we've got the numbers to back it up. Over $17 million to be exact. Because of our members, we've supported scholarships, financial wellness, children in need, and so much more. Because it's never been about banking. It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest. So join us and let's shine together.
Atlantic orthopedic specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Spine and scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology, pain management, physical therapy, and with their AOS Now walk-in clinics, no appointment is necessary. As leaders in orthopedic health, Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists is proud to be the team physicians for Old Dominion University.
Looking for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents. Plus, with karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Get ready to save big at Bannister Nissan of Chesapeake and Bannister Nissan of Norfolk. Right now, drive home in a brand new Nissan with 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. Looking for pre-owned? Payments start as low as $199 a month.
Jack, did you hear the band drum with the drums?
Yes, we could. Yep.
All right.
50% off any maintenance service. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Call today, 757-609-3.
10 seconds.
Nissan, put you behind the wheel of something amazing.
This is your
Thank you.
home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
Halftime at Chartway Arena. Old Dominion 34, Louisiana 33. Let's get a look at some of the numbers. The Ragin' Cajuns are shooting 38% from the field for the half. They're 2 for 7 from 3. That's 28%, and 7 for 10 from the foul line. And leading the way is Jackson Olvera. He's got 15 points. 7 points for Dorian Finister. He's got a couple of personal fouls. Nobody else has more than 3 for the Ragin' Cajuns. For the Monarchs of Old Dominion University, they shot 13 for 28 in the first half. That's 46%. 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. That's 28.6%. They're 6 for 9 from the free throw line. That's 66%. Leading the way, a couple of guys in double figures. Jordan Battle has 10 points. Casey Shaw has 10 points. Cal Swanton Roger has 9 points for Old Dominion, but unfortunately, in the last 30 seconds of the half, he picked up his 3rd personal foul. Ouch. Louisiana leads the rebounding battle 22-15. The Monarchs have 7 assists on their 13 made baskets. They turned it over 3 times. And you put it all into the hopper, and you've got yourself a 34-33 Old Dominion lead. Can the Monarchs hang on and win this home finale? Or will Louisiana come in and steal one from the home-standing Monarchs? The answer's coming up right here on the ODU Sports Network.
Your flagship home for
Clear.
WVS PFM HD1 Yorktown. Priority Lexus. Sports Radio 94.1.
At ODU Global, the journey towards your degree is as unique as you are. Whether it's day
Yes, break 9.
All right.
footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course. We help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education for where you are and where you want to go. For your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, one-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
At the Fish and Pig, they have the finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
ODU fans, want a winning mortgage lender? Challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 7.
10 seconds.
MLSConsumerAccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
Halftime at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion 34, Louisiana's Ragin' Cajuns 33. This, as I mentioned, is the final home game for the Monarchs this year. They head off to Southern Miss on Friday. They'll take on the Golden Eagles Saturday afternoon. Then it's off to Huntington, West Virginia to take on Marshall's Thundering Herd. Then they'll return home for a cup of coffee and then head south to Georgia State to wrap up the regular season. And then everybody heads to the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola, Florida, for the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. You want to get as many W's as possible, maybe get out of the bottom 4, maybe give yourself a chance. Because if you're in the bottom 4, yes, you have a chance to win it all and get the NCAA's automatic bid. But to do so, you've got to win 7 games in 7 nights. A very tall task. Second half coming up. Up next, Jack Lowe with a look at the scoreboard right here on the ODU Sports Network.
Toyota
Clear.
Extended. That's your local Toyota dealer with great deals on a new Toyota Tacoma, tested on dirt, rain, and snow. Or a Tundra, full-size power, serious capability, and strength that doesn't flinch when conditions get ugly. Toyota also offers a wide selection of all-wheel drive vehicles, including sporty Camrys, Corollas, or the spacious Grand Highlander and RAV4. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
The time-honored tradition of rubbing Big Blue's belly, or ODU graduates crossing over the university seal, are just a few ways the Monarchs show their love. In the truck game, Ford's tradition of impressive capabilities and legendary performance are what Ford owners love. And it's why Ford F-Series reigns as America's best-selling trucks. Because of this shared commitment to tradition, your Southern Virginia Ford dealer is a proud partner of ODU Athletics. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Get your game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffalo's officially licensed ODU sauces and rubs. Try Big Blue Q, Big Blue Belly Rub, and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University. Available now at thedirtybuffalo.com and all 3 locations, with a portion of every sale supporting ODU scholarships. Show your Monarch pride with every bite.
For over 30 years, People's Golf Cars has had the largest selection of club car and easy-go golf cars and utility vehicles in the Mid-Atlantic. From golf courses to business and personal needs, People's Golf Cars offers a wide variety of gas, electric, and street-legal vehicle models to choose from. Whether your needs are at your house or here on campus, People's Golf Cars offer sales, rentals, parts, and service. Our club car factory-trained technicians can service your golf car at any one of our 3 convenient locations in Charlottesville, Richmond, and Chesapeake. Visit peoplesgolfcars.com. Go Monarchs!
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
This scoreboard update is presented by Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. So look at what has happened today. Not much at all, but on the women's college basketball side of things, earlier today, number 13, Iowa, the Hawkeyes traveled to play at Nebraska, and they won 80-67, your final score in that one, out of the Big Ten. The other thing happening in the Sun Belt today, South Alabama playing at Marshall later tonight, both in very similar spots in the Sun Belt standings. That'll be at 7 o'clock. And in the ACC, number 3, Duke stays at home at 7 o'clock tonight to play host to the Syracuse Orange. Duke looking to pick up their 24th win on the year tonight. No. And then the big one at 9 o'clock out of the Big 12, number 2, Houston playing at number 6, Iowa State.
So I don't feel
both teams, Iowa State looking for their 23rd win, Houston looking for their 24th win of the season, so a big one there. Once again, your score at halftime, Old Dominion 34, Louisiana 33, and the second half is next on the ODU Sports Network.
This has been the Monarch Basketball Halftime Show. Stay tuned. Second half action is straight ahead on the ODU Sports Network.
Monarch Basketball on the ODU Sports Network is presented by Team Monarch Partners. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go.
10 seconds.
Now, let's go back to the arena for second half action. Here's the voice of the Monarchs, Ted Alexander, on the ODU Sports Network.
Pleased to once again be joined by the winningest men's basketball coach in Boston University history, Dennis Wolf. Monarchs lead at 34-33. Our second half start, Dennis, is brought to you by Team Monarch partner Centera. At Centera, we improve health every day by providing health plan members with quality, cost-effective health care. For cost and complete details of coverage, visit CenteraHealthPlans.com. Question will be, how long do you keep Cal out? And with that third foul, how much does that change everything?
Yes to all of that, Ted. I have to just add one other thing. If Joe Jones, the BU coach, wins tonight, he and I will be tied. So you're going to have to kind of change your intro of me.
At one time, back in the early 30s, he led the team in wins.
When people were going to the games in covered wagons and horse-drawn carriages.
Pulling the ball out of basket.
Getting to your basketball thing,
yes.
It'll be interesting to see if they start Cal here, Ted. You know, sometimes the thought process is, you know, you have an unfortunate foul like that, you hold them out to start, and, you know, we'll just see which way they decide to go.
Swanton Roger with the 3 personal fouls. Other Monarchs with 2, Casey Shaw and L.J. Thomas and Zach Wiggins. On the other side of the ledger, only Finister has 2 fouls. Everybody else has 0 or 1. So Mike Jones will send out Jordan Battle and Casey Shaw and L.J. Thomas and Jared Turner and Zach Wiggins. Meanwhile, for the Ragin' Cajuns, it'll be Milan Mejia along with Jackson Olvera. See who else is trotting out there. Dorian Finister with those 2 fouls. Todd Jones and Devion Laverne. And the Monarchs, Casey Shaw, right in front of us, will go right to left in this second half towards the world's largest naval base. We're underway. Monarchs by 1. Second half has begun.
And it looks like they're in a 3-2 zone again here.
Here's Battle. Finister's in the middle of that 3-2 zone. Laverne on one side, Mejia on the other. Here's Thomas. Goes to Turner. Left-hand side to Wiggins. Wiggins takes it to the hole. Lefty layup. Good.
Good patience. Recognize that they got out of the zone after a couple of exchanges. And
I love the way Zach Wiggins is not shy about taking it to the hole. He hit with the left there for his first 2. 36-33 Old Dominion. And we've got a foul from Jared Turner. And suddenly the big fellas are going to start playing a role for Louisiana as they try and go down and get the Monarchs in foul trouble again, because as always with Cal on the bench, the Monarchs are undersized.
And Jared can't play behind him like that, Ted. You have to somehow 3/4 of him or get around in front of him.
In the corner, it's Olvera working against Turner. Gets into the paint and turns and fires and misses. Rebound comes down to L.J. Thomas. There's some good defense right there. L.J. to the front court. Looking right-hand side, instead drifts to the left. Finister playing the man-to-man defense there on L.J. How about getting the third on that guy? Chest pass to Jordan Battle. He's picked up by Olvera. 15 to shoot. We go under 19 to play. Monarchs by 3 here in Norfolk. L.J. gets it to Jared Turner. Left-hand side quickly. Wiggins into the corner. Battle will fire a 3 from there and hit one.
You know, and that's not good enough defense on Jordan Battle if they're going to let him get his feet set like that, Ted.
Quick release, too. 39-33. Monarchs match their largest lead. Downstairs, there's a layup that's no good, but Laverne is fouled on his way to the dish.
And, Ted, we had a good angle on that. I don't know how that pass got through.
I don't know either. Thomas will pick up his 3rd. So 2 Monarchs with 3s, L.J. Thomas and Cal Swanton Roger. Scotty Hubbard's off Mike Jones' bench. He should be coming in after Laverne goes to the stripe. He's 2 for 5 from the free throw line here tonight. Devion Laverne, the first one is good. That's his 5th point. 39-34 Old Dominion. One more for Laverne. Up with the right hand and swish. 2 for 2 from the stripe. 39-35 Old Dominion. Full court pressure from the Ragin' Cajuns out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Black uniforms, red trim with some gray in there. And here's a pass down low. Great look from Shaw to Wiggins. 41-35 Old Dominion. Great pass from Casey Shaw. Nice reception and clean finish for Zach Wiggins. Here's Finister guarded by the freshman. Gets a screen from Jones to get the right side, and he throws it up off glass. No good. Rebound knocked out of Jared Turner's hands. Saved by Bull. No, it's not saved. It's Monarch basketball.
Jared needs to secure that rebound, though, Ted. He had it, and we were fortunate that we retained possession.
41-35. Monarchs lead it with 18:09 to play. Bilal with the 3/4 court pressure against L.J. Thomas. They'll let him dribble it into the front court to our left. Monarchs in the gray uniforms with the white and Hudson blue trim uniforms. Here's Turner at the top. Quickly to the right-hand side. KC travels and throws the ball away. Got down to the right here in the lanes, tried to sling it beyond defenders to Zach, and the pass was off the mark.
Well, I think if Zach had just maintained his position there, Ted, he would have been fine. He started to cut to the basket.
17:51 to go. 5 turnovers for the Monarchs. 4 turnovers have led to 2 points, so haven't been very expensive so far. We'll see what happens this trip. Laverne to Finister. Finister in front of Hubbard. Gets a screen from Jones. Gets into the paint down the right side. Throws it up. No, but he's fouled by Jared Turner. Another foul on Jared, and that'll be his 3rd. And the Monarchs are, again, piling up the fouls as they did early in the first half. Already 3 team fouls, Zippo on the Ragin' Cajuns.
And Jared, when he gets in those awkward positions, Ted, where he's backing up, he's going to get called for a foul almost every time.
And it was a legit call. I mean, Finster now Scored 7 early points, trying for something here in the second half. First free throw's no good. A 74% free throw shooter. As a team, Louisiana shoots 70% from the line. They're 9 for 13 so far, which is 69%. And that second one's good. 41-36 Old Dominion, 17:35 to play. Clock turning here at Chartway Arena. The home finale for the Monarchs. Play their last 3 in the regular season on the road, then off to Pensacola for the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Working the perimeter against this zone. Wiggins, one bounce, short corner, right-hand side, K.C. Shaw. Now he's backing up. Now he thinks about the fadeaway. Awful pass, stolen away by Mejia. That's just a bad look, a bad decision all the way. Here's Finster. Brings it back outside to Laverne, who travels. Now he takes a wing 3. That's no good. And we've got a foul that's going to go against, I believe, the big fella, Jones, for Louisiana. That'll be his second.
And I think the Monarchs will be comfortable with Laverne shooting threes.
Jordan Battle now against Finisters. Three-quarter court pressure. They double team him, but he loops the pass over to KC in front of Mike Jones on the far side. Now back to Jordan Battle. Looks at his coach between the circles. Finisters right there. Louisiana in a man-to-man. Double screen set up for Battle to get him to the left-hand wing. Picked up by the taller Jones. Penetrates. Back outside. Here's Hubbard's 3. No good. Long rebound to Wiggins. Right-hand side. Battle steps back. He'll take a 3. That one's no good. Monarchs trying to crash the glass, but there's Jones with another rebound. He gets it to Finister. Finister going left to right, coast to coast. He's bottled up by Wiggins. No basket called there. The foul will go against Zach. And again, the fourth team foul with 16:29 to go and more free throws for the Raging Cajuns.
And the last couple of possessions, Ted, not a good job of stopping the ball. He's been able to take it way too deep and ultimately end up on the foul line.
First one is up and good. 41-37. Finster, a junior from New Orleans, 9th in the league in scoring. Hit the game-winning 3 against James Madison a couple of games ago, and he's trying to bring his Raging Cajuns back to within 3. He does. And he's into double figures with 10. Averages 14.5. 41-38 Monarchs, 16:25 to go. They get the ball into the front court. Wiggins on the wing, brings it to Hubbard. Now to Jordan Battle, guarded by Bilal, man-to-man. One bounce to Jared Turner. Dribble handoff to K.C. Shaw. Shaw picked up by the much taller Jones. Shaw has the ball. Jones a step and a half away from him, takes him down the right side. Layup, blocked away. They should have called that a goaltend. Second time this year, Monarchs have gotten screwed out of one off the backboard that was blocked. Bilal from the corner. That's good. And this game is tied, adding insult to injury. Bilal finds from distance, and we're tied.
Whether it was a goaltend or not, Ted, our defensive transition on that play was not what Coach Jones would want it to be.
And here's why you don't put Cal Swanton Roger in at the end of that first half to get his third foul. Hubbard, Shaw, and Battle. Jordan penetrates. In the paint he goes, and he draws the foul from Bilal. That'll be the first on Karras. And they're 15:30 to play. Monarchs need to chat and need to have some serious discussions. 41-41 our score, and we're back to Chartway Arena in a moment on the ODU Sports Network.
When it comes clear 757, Monarch fans know who to trust. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group has been serving Hampton Roads since 1996, helping ODU alumni, first-time buyers, and lifelong locals reach their home goals. That's why they're proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Visit atlanticbay.com/ODU to get started.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, one-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Get your game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffalo's officially licensed ODU sauces and rubs. Try Big Blue Q, Big Blue Belly Rub, and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official
dance
sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University.
President
Available
Obama
now at
acknowledged
thedirtybuffalo.com and all 3 locations with a portion of every sale.
10 seconds.
Must be a Martian.
Show your Monarch pride with every bite.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Our second half adjustment is brought to you by Bon Secours. Visit bonsecors.com to learn more. Monarchs and Raging Cajuns are tied 41-41. And Dennis, we need to make some adjustments because this thing's heading south in a hurry.
Well, we haven't really done a good job defensively to start this half, Ted, and particularly with our transition defense. I know they're going back to Cal now. He has to be really careful, Ted. A foul in this area here is going to mean he's going to sit to below the 5-minute mark. So it's disappointing at this point that we're getting out rebounded against this team by 7 rebounds.
Both teams still huddled around their respective coaches. Dennis mentioned Cal Swanton-Roger went to the scorer's table. He'll be coming back in. Also, Jordan Battle either took a tumble. He was being attended to by athletic trainer Jason Mitchell during the timeout. And Mike Jones sends out L.J. Thomas and Zach Wiggins and Jared Turner and Casey Shaw and Cal Swanton-Roger. And they'll be playing. They've got the basketball in a 41-41 tie. Monarchs with 14 fouls, 2 for the Raging Cajuns. 15 and a half to go. So a lot of drama left in this play, but we'll see which side it's on. Thomas has the basketball to Wiggins, and he catches and fires a right wing 3. Nobody's fouled, shooting a 3 by Bilal, and that's an awful play by Louisiana.
We've seen players on every team we've seen this year, Ted, constantly make that same mistake of fouling a 3-point shooter.
And what do you think the logic is?
Well, I don't think there's any logic. The guy's trailing along the baseline, and he's not under control, and then he lunges at the last second and fouls the shooter.
So Zach Wiggins, a 69% free throw shooter, will go to the line and hit the first. All 5 of Zach's points have come since halftime as Donovan Raymond goes to the scorer's table. Mike Jones trying to finesse Cal Swanton-Roger through as many minutes as possible. Cal will come out.
And I think that's a smart move by Coach Jones. Is you go offense to defense as much as you can.
And unlike broadcasters, coaches can't worry about what happened a moment ago. They've got to look ahead. And that's what Coach Jones is doing right now. 3 for 3 goes Zach Wiggins from the free throw line. He's got 7 points, and the Monarchs lead at 44-41. 15-19 to play. Laverne into the front court to our right.
Monarchs now back in their 2-3 zone.
With Wiggins and Battle at the top. Now it's Olvera, right-hand side, Finister. Back to Olvera. It was a huge scoring factor in the first half, not much since. Here's Bilal to the foul line. Finster, nice pass downstairs, and Evans puts it up. No good, but he's fouled.
That was good zone offense, Ted, but I'm not sure I saw the foul there again.
Monarchs will pick up their 5th team foul, and they're headed toward deep, dark foul trouble as Jeremiah Evans, a 78% free throw shooter, goes to the line. First one, good. Got the roll on that. He's got 3 points. Evans also with 1 rebound. Meanwhile, Swanton-Roger and LJ come in for Wiggins and Raymond. Look out on that missed free throw if you're Cal Swanton-Roger playing with 3 fouls. 15:02 to go, 44-42 Monarchs. 1 more foul shot coming up for the 6'10 sophomore Evans. Up with the right hand, good. Sweet-looking stroke there. 44-43 Old Dominion. Inbounds comes to L.J. Thomas, playing with that right shoulder wrap. And he's into the front court, guarded by Finster, who's got 2 personal fouls. L.J. directing traffic, moving people around. He's got KC on the right wing, gets the ball back. Now back to KC on the right wing, gets a screen from Cal Swanton-Roger. Down to Cal. Cal to the hole, no. Gets his own rebound, puts it up with the right hand and in.
Way to stay with it by Cal, who looked like he might have gotten fouled to the first attempt.
46-43 Old Dominion. Swanton-Roger now with 11 points at the 14-25 mark. Laverne to Finster at the top. Quickly back to Laverne on the wing, back to the top. Now right-hand side, Olvera. Olvera guarded by Zach Wiggins, just to the top of the circle. He's going to go to work on the freshman. Now he gets the ball off to Finster. Finster to the foul line extended, puts his shoulder down, in, turns, and he fires, and he misses. And that's good defense by the Monarchs, and Cal gets fouled downstairs.
Well, I was holding my breath on that whistle there, Ted.
Evans will pick up his second personal foul. Good defense. Finister, you could tell, was going to shoot it no matter what, but Zach Wiggins held his own.
The Monarchs have done a good job in that, Ted, where they're showing zone, and after a few exchanges, they're in man-to-man, and it's gotten Louisiana off their offensive set.
Into the front court comes L.J. Thomas. Again, no Robert Davis Jr., no Ben Nacy today for Old Dominion. Here's Casey Shaw. Puts it down the left-hand side, has the shot blocked. Evans gets the ball to Finister, and here comes Louisiana from left to right in their black uniforms. Louisiana in cursive across the front. Olvera on the left wing. Is he going to shoot it over Battle? No, he passes it off to Finister. Finister down the left-hand side against LJ. His 3 fouls, lays it up and in. Finister has 12, and it's 46-45. And a foul on Laverne in the backcourt, and that's a dumb foul from.
Well, I think both teams are going to be shooting free throws way before you'd normally want to see them shooting them.
Each team with 5 team fouls at the 13:31 mark. Swanton Roger on the floor with, let's see, Wiggins and Battle and Shaw and Thomas. Bilal will come in for Laverne. On the floor with Finister and Jones and Woodson and Olvera. Monarchs attacking the bucket to our left with a 1-point lead. Shaw deep on the right wing. A screen from Cal. Alley-oop to Cal. Catches it downstairs, puts it up and in.
Good job by Cal gathering himself there, Ted.
Get it to him every time. As long as you can, ride that horse. 48-45 Old Dominion. 13:05 to go. Bilal now with Olvera on the left wing with the basketball. Screen from Jones frees him up to the foul line. Olvera down the right side now. Looping layup is good. Nice shot from Olvera over the outstretched arms of Cal Swanton Roger.
That's a difficult shot, Ted. A running righty hook.
He's got 17, and it's 48-47 Old Dominion with 12:45 to play. Final home game of the year here at Chartway. Here's LJ down the right-hand side. Bowls his way to a right-handed layup.
Good job by Cal of holding his position, Ted, that negated any help.
50-47 Old Dominion, 12:27 to play. Bilal again. Monarchs in a man-to-man again. Screen for Olvera to the elbow, and his jump shot is good. A little bit of a moving screen there, but who's counting, right? 19 points for Jackson Olvera, and it's 50-49 Old Dominion. Why isn't that a foul every time? He's moving.
I'm going to ask the ref on the next break.
All right, 12:05 on the clock. Now Battle between the circles. Gets a screen from LJ, doesn't use it, goes to Thomas on the right wing, right in front of the Monarch bench. Loops it to Cal. Bad pass, deflected, stolen by Olvera. Olvera, 1-on-2 against Shaw. Lays it up with the right hand and in. Too many easy buckets for these Raging Cajuns. They lead at 51-50.
Too many careless turnovers, Ted, that have led to easy buckets.
Turnovers piling up in the second half for Old Dominion. We aren't even halfway through it. Monarchs down 1 with 11:35 to go. Into the corner. This is Battle. Gets past the first man, takes it to the hole, and lays it in for 2. Love the idea of him settling and allowing himself to be overjoyed by a clean pass to the bucket for 2 as opposed to waiting for the 3. 52-51 Old Dominion. We seesaw back and forth. Olvera finds himself some space inside the foul line. Now backed up by Wiggins. Brings it to Bilal deep on the left wing in front of the Raging Cajun bench. Bilal into the corner. Olvera for 3. It's no good. Rebound comes down, and the foul will go against L.J. Thomas, his 4th personal foul. Going for the rebound. Better position there for Louisiana. And with the under 12 timeout happening here, the Monarchs are in deep trouble foul-wise. 11:03 to play at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion 52, Louisiana 51. But the next foul, and the Raging Cajuns will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. This is the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU Global, the clear is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global, education for where you are and where you want to go. for your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
Get your game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffalo's officially licensed ODU sauces and rubs. Try Big Blue Q, Big Blue Belly Rub, and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University. Available now at thedirtybuffalo.com in all 3 locations, with a portion of every sale supporting ODU scholarships. Show your Monarch pride with every bite.
At Centera, our goal is to improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance
10 seconds.
Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
11:03 to play at Chartway Arena. 52-51. Old Dominion leads Louisiana. Monarchs led by 1 at intermission, and that lead remains 1. In the second half, the Ragin' Cajuns are 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and 7 for 8 from the foul line. The Monarchs are 7 for 12 field goal-wise, 1 for 3 from 3, and 3 for 3 from the foul line. Dennis, anything else off this stat sheet raise an eyebrow?
The foul trouble for Swanton Roger, L.J. Thomas, and Jared Turner. It's a physical game, Ted, and, you're going to need those guys. And, the question now for the coaching staff is going to be how long can you hold them out?
Well, Cal's coming out on the floor along with Jordan Battle and Scotty Hubbard and Zach Wiggins and K.C. Shaw. Monarchs defending the basket to our right, leading by 1. And it'll be Laverne to inbound, baseline left for Louisiana. Looking, still looking. Screens are being set. They finally loop the ball into Alvera, guarded by Scotty Hubbard. Left-hand side, Laverne. Laverne finds room on the left-hand side. We've got an offensive foul. There's that offensive foul called on Todd Jones, and that'll be his third, the illegal screen.
And that was the right call. I don't understand the complaining on that one. He was was completely moving.
And that's why I was bringing it up earlier in the half, because he's been moving on most of those, and they finally whistled him. Monarch basketball, a 1-point lead. We're under 11 to play. Can they limp their way through foul difficulty toward a victory in their final home game of the year? In the corner, Zach Wiggins. This is a 3. Yes!
Zach Wiggins continues to make plays for the Monarchs.
10 points for Wiggins, and it's a 55-51 Old Dominion lead. Alvera, Bilal, left-hand side. It's the ball to Laverne. Laverne passing defenders into the corner. Bilal's 3 is good.
Well, for a guy that I think has made 4 threes all year, he has 2 here today, Ted.
And 9 points to bring the Ragin' Cajuns to within 1. 10-15 to go. Good ball game here on President's Day. Here's Shaw to the hole. Puts it up. No, but he's fouled. Is that going to be on Jones? No.
I think it was on Laverne. I'd have to see it.
Good call, Dennis. Second foul on Davion Laverne, and K.C. Shaw will go to the stripe trying for his first points here in the second half. Monarchs 55, Ragin' Cajuns 54. First free throw is no good. Shaw with 10 points, 13 for Cal Swanton Roger, 15 for Jordan Battle, 10 for Zach Wiggins. Jared Turner, 3 fouls. L.J. Thomas, 4 fouls. Cal Swanton Roger, 3 fouls. And 1 more foul shot for Shaw. That's no good. So he bricks 2, and with 10 minutes to play, we've got a 1-point ball game. Alvera into the front court, guarded by KC. Just to the right-hand side, dribble handoff to Woodson. Now back to Bilal and to Woodson on the left-hand side. Woodson hands it to Alvera, 15 to shoot. Finister, top of the circle. Gets a screen from Jones. Opens him up for a 3. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Jordan Battle.
And a very good rebound in traffic, Ted.
Yep, contested, no doubt. Here's Battle into the front court with 9:39 to go. Goes to Cal. Cal turns, takes it to the hole. Burrows his way, layup is good for Cal Swanton Roger.
Good catch, good footwork, good finish, Ted.
Had to be strong to get that one to the dish, and he did, and did. 57-54, Old Dominion. We'll edit this all out in post. We'll be fine. Here's Olvera with a screen from Jones. Into the corner, he goes to Bilal. Ball knocked away by Wiggins, stolen by the freshman. Gets the ball to Scotty Hubbard. Hubbard brings it into the front court on the right-hand side. Now dribble handoff to Jordan Battle, guarded by Bilal. Now he's going to get a screen. No, he goes to Cal. Cal, right-hand side. Good luck for Shaw, who flushes it home. What team basketball from the Monarchs there? And the lead is 59-54.
They've handled this trapping very well.
Meanwhile, it's an awful foul from Hubbard. He fouls from behind, and just a soft as a baby's bottom nudge on the shoulder that did not inhibit the layup, but cost him an and one opportunity as Finister cashed in. We've said this for weeks, Dennis. If you're going to foul them when they're near the bucket, blast them.
Foul them. Capital letters, foul.
One shot for Finister. It's a 59-56 Old Dominion lead with 8:50 to play. Swish. Oh, I hate to see the and ones like that. With just a little tap on the shoulder. Just let him go. I mean, if he beats you, just let him go. If he's going to, don't give him the and one opportunity. 59-57 Old Dominion. Battle, Shaw, Turner, Hubbard, and Wiggins on the floor for Mike Jones. Here's Turner at the top, back to Battle. Now left-hand side, KC. KC between the circles against Finister. Takes him down the left-hand side. Euro steps through and lays it in. That almost went to Asia.
Well, that's an incredibly acrobatic, tough finish there.
61-57 Old Dominion. Shaw with 14. 15 apiece for Swanton, Roger, and Battle. Here's Finister down the right-hand side. Finds some space against Battle. Brings the ball back to Bilal. He'll take a three from the left wing. In and out, no good. Rebound, and that's going to go against, I believe, Finister, as Jared Turner was soaring in to snag that carom.
And that'll be Finister's.
You got him for three?
I think just
third. You're right, Dennis. And that'll be a trip to the other end for free throws. And folks, both teams are over the foul limit, so with 8:08 to play, we'd like to warn our affiliates we will be running over because we're going to have a lot of foul shots down the stretch here. 61-57 Old Dominion. Jordan Battle going to the line.
And that foul hurts them, Ted, because they, if they're going to have a chance to win this game, they're going to need him to stay on the floor.
1-1. Make the first, you get the second. Don't, you don't. Swish. 16 for Jordan. 62-57 Old Dominion. One more toward the bucket to our left. Turner and Hubbard in the number 2 spots on the foul lane. Free throw is good. Soft touch from Jordan Battle, and the Monarchs have matched their largest lead with 8:05 to play. It's 63-57. Laverne into the front court, cuts to the middle of the floor. Guarded by Turner there, quickly to Woodson. Woodson against Scotty Hubbard. Dribble handoff to Laverne, deep on the left wing. Puts it on the deck, spins on Hubbard to get inside the foul line. Loses the basketball, should have been a double dribble. Gets it to Bilal. Bilal down the left side against Battle. Shot blocked from behind by Turner, but it hit the end line. It'll be Louisiana basketball with 6 to shoot.
There'll be a media here, I think, Ted.
All right, good call, Dennis. Dennis also stage managing today's great ball game. I love it. 7:44 to play. Old Dominion 63, Louisiana 57. The drama's building here at Chartway Arena. Don't touch the dial. Keep it here on the ODU Sports Network.
Clear.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero
Dennis,
Sugar Cola.
What do you think?
Listen to that
one of my
endless
thoughts
pour.
is if you can get a little
Pure
more
refreshment.
separation than this from
If
these
it sounds
guys,
this
they're
good,
somewhat
just
offensively
imagine how it
challenged. It's not
tastes.
going to be that easy for them to
Oh, yeah.
shoot their way
So
back
good.
into the
Pepsi Zero
lead.
Sugar.
So,
Let your
again,
taste decide.
every one of these
The time-honored tradition of rubbing Big Blue's belly, or ODU graduates crossing over the university seal, are just a few ways the Monarchs show their love. In the truck game, Ford's tradition of impressive capabilities and legendary performance are what Ford owners love. And it's why Ford F-Series reigns as America's best-selling trucks. Because of this shared commitment to tradition, your Southern Virginia Ford dealer is a proud partner of ODU Athletics, based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
When it comes to owning the 757, Monarch fans know who to trust. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group has been serving Hampton Roads since 1996, helping ODU alumni, first-time buyers, and lifelong locals reach their home goals. That's why they're proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Visit atlanticbay.com/ODU.
10 seconds. Quite as big a blue as perhaps he was.
Flagship home for the ODU Sports Network.
Coming back.
Point one.
7:44 to play. Old Dominion 63, Louisiana 57. Monarchs with 17 fouls. Louisiana with 18 fouls. Each team has 3 timeouts remaining. And the possession arrow favors Louisiana. Monarch basketball presented in part by Team Monarch Partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. It's your home. Own it. Choose the team that's been lending with pride in the 757 for nearly 30 years. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. Dennis, I always ask myself when we go through these nip and tuck games with Old Dominion, why can't we just have a nice, easy coast-to-coaster? Well, we had that on Saturday against Georgia State, so we're back on the griddle again here, and it's why we have no hair or gray hair, and it's why these things are exciting to bring to you.
Well, and it's been a well-played game. Both teams have played pretty well, Ted, so if you're a college basketball fan, you're going to appreciate that.
Bilal, one bounce to Olvera, baseline jumper, off the iron, no good. Hubbard, the offside rebound. Had an open look from 10 feet, didn't get it to go down. The Monarchs have a chance to build on their largest lead of the day. Shaw down the left side. He's going to pull up for a 10-footer and hit it. 16 points for KC Shaw. Monarchs 65, Ragin' Cajuns 57, 7:21 to play.
So this is one of these stops right here that could be doubly important, Ted.
Here we go. Olvera gets it to Laverne. Laverne, a screen from Woodson, moves to his right against Jared Turner. Takes it down the right-hand side off glass, easy layup.
Just way too easy, and I know Jared has 3 fouls, but he's got to try to cut him off sooner than him getting right in there for a layup.
6:57 to go. 65-59. Monarchs by 6 here in Norfolk. Trying to get to 6 and 9 in Sun Belt Conference standings. Here's Battle down the right side. He throws it up wildly, draws the foul. I know it's easy for me to say from the cheap seats, but I still wish instead of flailing with the attempt, he kind of would make more of an attempt to score it. He got hammered. I know that.
Well, and on that particular one, Ted, I don't think that he had any alternative.
Okay.
But he was just trying to make sure they recognized he was going into a shooting motion.
Okay. I will always defer to the winningest coach in Boston University men's basketball history, Dennis Wolf. Switch. Goes the first one from Battle. He's got 18. One more. That was Karis Bilal's 3rd personal foul. Battle will get one more. Swanton Roger back in the ballgame along with Wiggins, Battle, Shaw, and Hubbard. Foul shot up. Good. 19 for Jordan Battle. Had just 5 in the win over Georgia State, but he was a facilitator on that particular day. Here's Olvera with 6:39 to go. Gets the ball to Laverne. A screen from Jones, not once but twice. Gets him down the right side. Up and over Cal, no good. Rebound, Jones downstairs. He puts it up, and he misses. And is that going to be Cal's foul, or is it going to be Jordan Battle's? I think it's Jordan. Battle will pick up his 2nd, and Jones will go to the line where his only 2 points are. He's 2 for 2 from the stripe.
And a good job by Jordan. And if there's going to be any indecision on the ref's part, he could help take it away.
First foul shot good from Todd Jones. He's got 3, right on his average. 67-60 Old Dominion, 6:31 to go. Monarchs 8 for their last 8 from the field to build this advantage. But they're losing on the offensive glass. Second one, no good. 10-3. 10 offensive rebounds to just 3 for Old Dominion. So they've got to clean that up in the final 6:25. Here's Shaw deep on the right wing. Jones in front of him. Stops and starts, takes him to the baseline, turns, fades, fires, that's way short. Wiggins, the offensive rebound, brings it back outside to Casey. Skip pass, left-hand side, deflected out of bounds by Finister. Oh, a dangerous pass, a turnover waiting to happen, but Finister knocked it out of bounds. Monarch basketball, side court, 17 to shoot, 6:13 to play. Now they'll bring Shaw over to take the ball inbounds with Finister doing the defending. Casey's got the basketball. Hubbard trying to get through. They loop it into Cal. Swanton Roger hands it back to Shaw. Shaw, pass Cal, chest pass, right-hand side to Battle. Battle to the top of the circle, steps back for three. Yes! That's a two. They call a two for Jordan Battle. He's got 21, and it's 69-60. 5:55 to go. Another one of those possessions here, Dennis. You can get the stop here. Maybe you start sharpening the knives. Laverne with a screen from Jones down the right side. He goes, stops, turns, brings the ball back outside. Alvera against KC. Good defense to stop off that charge down the bucket. 8 seconds to shoot. Alvera is going to shoot at some point. He burrows downstairs, ball batted away, and it comes up with the Monarchs. Great defense.
Really good defensive possession. Everyone stayed in their stances. They didn't reach. Let's get a basket here, Ted.
5:22 to go. Battle downstairs.
Oh.
Offensive foul on Cal. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, man.
This dude calls this at this stage of the ball game. That'll be 4 on Swanton Roger. And Mike Jones is beside himself.
Well, he had his elbows up, and
69-60 Old Dominion, 5:21 to go. A long discussion with Mike Jones and our officials. Sidney Cohen, Tony Dawkins, Kyle Lucky.
and now you're going to have
free throws, right?
Well, and you're going to have Louisiana wanting it looked at because of his elbows being up.
And they're going to get it looked at because of his elbows being up. Monarch basketball presented in part by High Val Industries. Visit highval.com for all your hydraulic needs. High Val proudly serving their customers for over 47 years. What do you see on that replay, Dennis?
I haven't seen it yet, Ted, so we'll see what they're showing us right here.
To reset it for you, both teams, next time fouls are going to be happening. All right, I can kind of see the foul a little bit.
I see the foul, Ted. I don't see anything extra.
No.
Although, you know, they're sensitive to this.
If this had been a chippy game from the start, et cetera, these are two big fellas going after it. I'll give you the foul on Cal because he had the arms outstretched against the shoulder and neck area. But it's not like he cocked his elbow and fired.
Correct.
Yeesh. Monarchs on the road. Next game Saturday afternoon from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Old Dominion and the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss for the first time and only time in the regular season. And that'll be a 2:30 Toyota pregame show on Saturday. We'll tip it off, the Monarchs and Golden Eagles at 7 o'clock. And then we are off to Marshall to take on the Thundering Herd. That's a Tuesday night game. The last couple of weeks of the regular season get a little funky as they gear up for the trip down to Pensacola and try and give teams the right rest and travel time.
Well, they have everybody ending on a Friday night, Ted, I think, as opposed to Saturday. And that's probably because of the teams that might have to play on Tuesday, right?
And the Monarchs, if the tournament was tomorrow, would be playing on Tuesday. They're in the bottom four along with James Madison, Georgia State, and ULM. A win here today over Louisiana could propel the Monarchs into the next segment, which means you don't have to play Tuesday. A loss here today would pretty much seal their Tuesday fate. So the common foul against Cal Swanton Roger, his fourth. So we'll go to the other end. It'll be shots for the Ragin' Cajuns, who are down 69-60. This matches the Monarchs' largest lead. They were down by as many as 9 in the first half. They led 34-33 at intermission. It was a one-point game just a moment ago, but the Monarchs have caught fire from the field. They're 9 for their last 10, shooting 55% from the game, or for the game, and they lead it 69-60. And here comes our explanation.
They lost the appeal. Old Dominion lost the appeal, and they lose a timeout.
Lose a timeout. That's the bottom line. Monarchs are down to 2 timeouts because they appealed that, thinking there was a flagrant on Louisiana on that Cal foul. They said no flagrant, just a foul on Cal, his 4th. But since you appealed and it was denied, you lose a timeout. They've got 2. Louisiana has 3. Possession arrow favors Louisiana, and now I believe they're going to get the ball. No shots here. They're going to get the ball. Monarchs go, they've taken Cal off the floor with the 4 fouls. It is Battle, Wiggins, Turner, Shaw, and Hubbard defending the goal to our right. Laverne comes into the front court, push pass into the corner to Alvera, guarded by KC. Alvera picks up the dribble, brings it back outside. Laverne penetrates. Here's a 12-foot baseline jumper that's good. Laverne now into double figures. He's got 10, and the lead is 69-62. Old Dominion leading Louisiana. Shaw needs some help. Somebody go to the ball. They do. Get it to Battle. Battle has numbers. Right-hand side. Into the corner they go. Turner brings it back to Hubbard, now to Jordan. Battle with 15 on the shot clock, 4:49 to play. Backs it out. Jones in front of him at 6'9". Looking, left-hand side, it's Casey Shaw. Casey Shaw with Bilal. Going to take him to the hole. Spins in the lane, turns, fires, and misses. And the rebound goes to Finister in the right-hand corner. He's quickly in the front court. Didn't like that possession. Alvera gets to the foul line, throws it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Finister, into the corner. Bilal for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound. Jones goes to Laverne, and he backs it out with 4:20 to play.
The offensive rebounding has kept them in the game, Ted.
Laverne, left-hand side, hands the ball to Finister, guarded by Scotty Hubbard. Gets past Hubbard, and Hubbard's going to foul him. That'll be 2 shots because everybody's getting 2 shots the rest of the way. Oh, when you get the defense going and you force a miss, but you can't get the rebound, not once, but twice.
Casey's last 2 turnaround jumpers, Ted, have been a little bit
forced,
a little bit more difficult with the excessive spinning, and they're running an extra guy at him. So if he'll keep his head up, he can find an open man.
2 shots for Dorian Finister. He's got 15. 4 for 5 from the line. Make that 5 for 6. 4:14 to go, 69-63, Old Dominion. Finister, the junior from New Orleans. Up with the right hand. Good. Didn't come close to the rim on either of those. 69-64, 4:10 to go. Battle looping past to Shaw in the front court on the right-hand side, right in front of Mike Jones. Mike Jones barking out instructions, pointing out the offense, seeing if they can get a bucket here. 69 points isn't going to win you the basketball games, kids. Here's Shaw to Battle. Guarded man-to-man style by these Raging Cajuns. Jones throws it up to Battle, and in! Oh, that's a prayer that's answered. The running one-hander defined by Jordan Battle there. And with 3:40 to play, it's 71-64 Monarchs.
And that might turn out to be a big shot there, Ted, because he was really off balance on that one.
Horrible shot till it goes in. Laverne down the right side. Pulls up. Pass deflected. Grabbed by Jones into the corner. Finister tries to get past Battle. He's shut down by Jordan, but he puts the shoulder in. Gets in the paint. Fires. Misses. Rebound. Casey Shaw. 3:19 to go. Monarchs 71. Louisiana 64. And they'll take their time now. ODU with 2 timeouts remaining. Louisiana with 3. Possession arrow favors the Raging Cajuns. Both teams in the double bonus. Here's Shaw. Puts it on the deck, takes it to the hole, bumbles it, loses it, stolen by Laverne. Awful idea there. Laverne brings it into the front court. He's on the left wing. Dribbles and turns around against Jordan. Battle gets past another defender, Wiggins. Shot blocked by Zach, but there's Alvaro to put it back in with another stand by and grab the trash off the front lawn and put it in.
And we continue to make plays, Ted, that allow them to hang in this right here.
71-66, 2:47 to go. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and we will take it with them. Drama building in the final home game of the year at Chartway Arena. Monarchs 71, Louisiana 66 on the ODU Sports Network.
That's clear. To improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
At Chartway, we're not just about the dollars and cents. We're about dreams, diplomas, and making our community shine. And we've got the numbers to back it up. Over $17 million to be exact. Because of our members, we've supported scholarships, financial wellness, children in need, and so much more. Because it's never been about banking. It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest. So join us and let's shine together.
Hey, Monarch fans! If your game plan for this season includes buying or selling a home, we have you covered. Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Howard Hanna is the #1 family-owned and operated real estate company in the United States, with 20 offices and over 700 sales associates and employees locally. Howard Hanna delivers a winning strategy to help make your home ownership dreams a reality. Make your next move with confidence with our exclusive 100%.
10 seconds.
With Howard Hanna, we'll get you more.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here at Chartway Arena. Jack Lowe in our Monarch Game Day studios, and wherever you may be on this President's Day, we appreciate you tuning in. A good ball game here, Dennis. Monarchs 71, Louisiana 66, 2:47 to go.
Well, and you can't get out hustled on glass, Ted. You asked about the offensive rebound, and this isn't like we're playing some kind of gigantic team. This is about everyone really going after every loose ball to their max. You can't stand and watch.
13-4, the Louisiana advantage. L.J. Thomas into the ball game, playing with 4 fouls. He's with Battle and Shaw and Wiggins and Turner. KC with the basketball just inside the midcourt stripe, guarded man-to-man by Finster. 2:35 to go. Now a left-handed pass to LJ, guarded by Bilal man-to-man. LJ down the left-hand side, stops, leans in, layup good. The toughness of LJ Thomas after riding the pine for most of the half. He lays it in.
Well, and the cleverness, Ted, just a little shoulder fake. He got him up in the air and went under him.
73-66, 2:17 to go. Need a stop, and if they miss, get the bloody rebound. Laverne deep on the left wing. A Woodson screen gets him to the foul line. Brings it back almost. Now goes back to Woodson. Woodson plows into Turner. Almost throws it away, and he does throw it away. Big stop for the Monarch defense, forcing the Ragin' Cajuns to speed up offensively. That's not what they like. Cal in. Turner out for Mike Jones at the 2:03 mark. Alvera in, and Woodson out for Louisiana. Full court pressure from the Cajuns.
And let's move them around a little bit here, Ted. We don't need to try to score right away. Make them guard us and then attack them at the end of the possession.
Under 2 minutes to play. Monarchs lead it by 7. Thomas, the left-handed dribble. Alvera standing about 4 feet away from him. LJ's just inside the midcourt stripe as they burn clock. 13 on the shot clock. Mike Jones, hands on knees. LJ passes right in front of him. Get the ball to Wiggins. Wiggins, top of the circle, back to LJ. 5 to shoot. He puts it on the deck. Burrows in, has the ball slapped away. Turned over by Old Dominion. Bilal gets the ball to Finister. 1:30 to go. Finister into the front court. Stopping and starting. Spinning. Goes to Jones. Jones hands it right back to Finister. Finister to the top of the circle. What will he do against Battle? He'll take him down the left-hand side, and Jordan is going to block him. Tried to draw the charge, but he didn't get it, and it'll be 2 shots for Finister, who's very comfy at the line. Monarchs didn't even get a shot last time. Got to buff that up.
Well, I actually thought Zach Wiggins had an open look that he passed up, and it kind of put LJ in a position where he needed to then attack.
Finister 6 for 7 from the line, and with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go and his team down 7, he'll have 2 shots here. First one, no good. One more. Dorian Finister. 17 points today. 6 of them have come from the free throw line. Second one. Short, no good. Rebound batted around and out of bounds. Last touch by, they say, Old Dominion.
It's going to be Louisiana ball, and Cal was lucky he didn't pick up his 5th foul there, Ted.
You got to get these rebounds, gentlemen. 14-4, the offensive rebounding advantage for Louisiana. And we've got another timeout called.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at this one.
So is this a free timeout or is this our penultimate timeout? That means second to last. They're going to go over and have a look.
And I actually think the Monarchs are going to win this one here, Ted.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of ODU Athletics. Chartway Credit Union, big enough to empower you, small enough to remember you. Become a member today. And we'll see if the official, all three of them across the way looking at the replay, agree with Dennis Wolf. Dennis, 1 to 100, your certainty that the Monarchs will get the ball here.
Excuse me, Ted, 100.
Wow, okay. Or is it going to be one of the... Oh, that's off them, isn't it?
Did you hear me say 100?
Yes, I'm just...
I mean, you hire me for...
I don't know. I don't know what the reason was there.
There was observational skills, and I observed, and I gave you my report, and you weren't sure of the veracity of the report.
I love the big words coming out at this time. Veracity, a solid word, meaning truthfulness, etc., as we try and enlighten the audience. 73-66 Old Dominion, 1:19 to play. It'll be either Monarch ball or Louisiana ball. I realize that's kind of obvious. That's kind of been the case all evening long. But either the Monarchs will get the ball after another missed free throw. Hard to believe Finister just missed 2, as he was 6 for 7 coming into that trip to the line. But let's get some guys on the floor that can also hit foul shots. Tonight from the free throw line, Old Dominion 13 for 18. I think he's... Well done, Dennis. Well done.
Thank you, Ted.
So Monarch basketball, Thomas, Shaw, Battle,
and
Wiggins, and Turner on the floor.
And LJ cannot run the baseline now, so he's got to stay still to inbound this ball.
Jones 6'9" with the long arms, bouncing up and down in front of him. Shaw sets a screen for Battle. They get it into Jordan. They double team him in the corner. Gets the ball to Shaw. Shaw gets the ball to Jared Turner. Turner back to Shaw. Nice job for the Monarchs, killing some clock here. No fouling yet. Jordan Battle, I'd just hold on to the ball right there, Jordan.
Well, if they haven't fouled already, Ted, they'd be crazy to foul now.
All right, Battle on the right side. They double team him. Goes to Casey Shaw. Shaw has the ball with 8 to shoot. Crosses over, gets past Jones into the paint. Drive, dish, layup, Wiggins, good. Oh, what a brilliant offensive set for Old Dominion. And Zach cashes in, and it's 75-66 with 48 to go. At the other end, Laverne buries the 3, saying, don't go to the cashier's window yet, Monarch Nation.
And Coach Jones is telling right now, I don't know why they backed up guarding the screener there and gave him an open 3.
2-possession game with 45.3 to go. Mike Jones, a long chat with Jared Turner. The timeout called with 45.3 seconds to go. The Cajuns now down to 1.
And it's still a 2-possession game, Ted.
And they must have just challenged that foul tip out of bounds, do you think, Dennis? That's how they lost, went from 3 to 2, and the one they took now got them to 1 timeout? Just say yes.
I would say yes to that.
Not positive about that. Sorry about that. All right. Again, it's going to be another inbounds play. Same thing we just saw. LJ and Shaw and Battle and Turner and Wiggins. Jared, the 5th favorite foul shooter in this particular sequence, in my opinion.
No, I think if they were doing their homework, they would be trying to foul Jared if they could.
Inbounds. They can run the baseline, get the ball into KC Shaw. Shaw, one bounce back to LJ. LJ is going to be fouled by Bilal in the backcourt. And LJ Thomas will go to the line for 2. Bilal will pick up his 4th personal foul.
Yeah, and you know, and I don't think there'll be a challenge here, but LJ kind of fended him off with his offhand there. And
I saw nothing. 41.9 to go. Monarchs 75, Louisiana 69. 2 shots for LJ Thomas. He's got 7 points, along with 3 rebounds and 4 assists. First free throw. Good. That makes it a 3-possession ball game. A 3-possession ball game, right? 7-point lead.
3 possessions.
Unless you foul the dude shooting the 3, but that's a whole other thing. Second foul shot, good from LJ, who goes 2 for 2 with a couple of clutch free throws. 77-69, Old Dominion, 41.9 to go. Monarchs putting on passive pressure in the backcourt. Alvaro will bring it in. Shaw standing about 10 feet away from bringing it into Laverne. Laverne has Zach Wiggins in front of him, gets the ball to Finister. Back to Laverne. He palms the basketball, goes into the corner. Alvaro for 3. That's no good. Offside rebound grabbed by LJ Thomas. Tries to throw it to Battle, and Battle is going to be fouled by Alvaro with 29.5 to go. Risky.
That was a pretty nice play they set up, though, Ted, to try to get a baseline penetration in the 3 in the opposite corner, and he missed it. And, Monarchs are in good shape here if they can make their free throws to just finish this out.
Alvaro picks up the personal, and Jordan Battle is on the line for 2 with 29.5 to go. Swish. 78-69 Old Dominion. Five tie, 6 lead changes at Chartway today. Second one, good. Jordan Battle with 25 points. 8 for 9 from the free throw line. Now you just want him to burn clock. No fouls here. Laverne into the front court, steps back, fires a 3, and hits a 3. Well, that's okay, I guess we said.
As long as they didn't foul.
Yep. 16. We've got 22.8 seconds to go, and that should be the final timeout for Louisiana.
You're right, Ted. They have no more timeouts.
22.8 seconds to go. They still get the possession arrow. Monarchs have 2 timeouts remaining. And as we've been for quite a while, both teams in the double bonus. Monarch basketball postgame show comes up at the end of this final home game of the year. We'll hear from head coach Mike Jones. We'll run down the stats for you, get you our checkered flag play of the game. And we will also hear from Jack Lowe, a look at the scoreboard. Not a lot going on this President's Day, but this rescheduled game has been pretty darn entertaining, Dennis.
Very entertaining, Ted. Monarchs have played another good game. This is back-to-back good 40-minute efforts.
16 points for Casey Shaw, 12 for Zach Wiggins, 25 for Jordan Battle, 15 for Cal Swanton Roger, 9 for LJ Thomas, 2 for Donovan Raymond. In the rebounding area, total rebounding, 34-28 in favor of Louisiana. And on the offensive glass is where they've stayed in the ballgame, 13-4. And their lead in second chance points today has been 12-4. But right now it's 79-72. Old Dominion with the lead in the basketball and 22.8 to kill.
Well, if we can close this out, Ted, it'll keep all hope alive for the 3-game road trip.
Yep. Monarchs trying to crawl their way into a Tuesday off at the Sun Belt Conference men's basketball tournament in Pensacola.
And I don't think they need to take any more. They're going to foul, Ted. So just come to the ball, get it strongly. You don't have to make another pass. They're going to foul.
But you have to want to get to that basketball. Who's hustling? LJ is. They don't foul him. He dribbles past them. 19 seconds to go. Gets the ball to Hubbard. Why wait so late? I can see going for the steal before you foul, but why wait?
Well, first off, I don't even think it was a foul, Ted. It was right in front of us, and it was a guy opposite again calling it.
Call it on Finister to be his 4th, and LJ Thomas goes back to the line with 17.7 seconds to play. The Monarchs lead by 7. You'll get 2. First one, good. Thomas into double figures with 10, and the lead is 80-72. One more for LJ. Has the ball in his right hand, couple of deep breaths, one dribble, up, good. Nice smooth stroke. 11 points for LJ Thomas, 81-72, 17.7 seconds to go. Monarchs trying to finish up strong here at home with a win over Georgia State on Saturday. Into the front court. Here's Finister with 13 to go. Long 3 is no good. Long rebound. Love those. Taken by Battle. He's in the corner. He's going to be fouled with 8.2 to go, and this dress is in the bag. Solid effort from the Monarchs here this afternoon. I thought Cal Swanton-Roger picking up that third foul late in the first half was going to be doomsday, but no, Cal was still aggressive in the second half, Dennis, and the Monarchs filling in for Cal, Jared Turner and company, hung in there and played solid ball, and they shot 57% from the field.
Zach Wiggins with a number of good plays,
Yep.
and Casey Shore and Jordan Battle getting the ball to the right guys.
Jordan makes the first for his 26th point. 82-72. Largest lead of the game is right now.
And a 2-game winning streak, Ted. And the reality of this is, you know, we didn't close out the Marshall game, but this is 3 good games in a row.
Second foul shot is good. 27 points, a game high for Jordan Battle. 8.2 seconds to go. Shaw will come out. And the fans are on their feet. Laverne a long 3. That's no good. Fox the rebound. Brings it back outside, and that shot is no good. And the ball game is over. Final score of the last home game of the year. The Monarch fans go home happy. Old Dominion 83, Louisiana 72. Dennis, like what you saw here today.
I did,
grit.
Ted.
You knew
I
it was
did.
going to be a grit necessary game, and they had it.
Well, you know, we didn't get off to a great start. Recovered. Was tight at halftime, even to start the second half. And then, you know, in the middle of the second half, we continued to have good play after good play that enabled the Monarchs to pull away.
Monarchs get the W, improve their overall record to 10-18. They are now 6-9 in Sun Belt Conference play. Louisiana falls to 9-18 on the year. They are 6-8 in Sun Belt Conference play. Once again, the final score from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion 83, Louisiana 72. Monarch basketball postgame show is next right here on the ODU Sports Network.
This
clear.
Dominion basketball has been presented by our Team Monarch partners, Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day.